In a tweet yesterday, Tyler Winklevoss said Gemini is, quote, working hard to recover funds and called the SEC's action totally counterproductive. The charges are in connection with the high-yield product dubbed EARN. That service touted yields of up to 8% for customers. The crypto lender owned by Barry Silbert's digital currency group and the exchange founded by the Winklevoss twins partnered in February of 2021 on the Gemini product. As you know, the two crypto companies have been in a battle over the fate of $900 million worth of customer funds. According to the SEC, Genesis loaned the crypto of Gemini users and sent some of the profits back to Gemini, which then deducted an agent fee and returned the rest of the profit to its users. In the complaint, the SEC said Genesis should have registered that product as a securities offering.
Hello and welcome back to Cryptollennium. What a wild day. We're seeing some unexpected events occur on the bullish and on the bearish end of things. So without further ado, please like and subscribe and let's dig in. From Bitcoin continuing to blast through key resistance levels to the SEC declaring that they will be suing Gemini and Genesis. Currently, Bitcoin is trading at about 20,900. Is it gassed out? Will anything pull it down? So the SEC's lawsuit against Gemini is political, says Tyler Winklevoss. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, announced on Thursday, January 12th, it had filed charges against Genesis Global Capital and Gemini Trust Company. The charges bordered on the illegal sale of unregistered securities to numerous investors through a crypto lending program. Tyler Winklevoss, a co-founder of Gemini, reacted to the announcement. In his opinion, the Securities and Exchange Commission lawsuit will reduce the chances of users receiving their funds. Winklevoss reacting on Twitter, labeling the lawsuit as rather disappointing. And we won't go over the Gemini and Genesis history. If you are interested or trying to catch up with the situation, take a look at our page. We do cover it in full. So the SEC has waded into the matter, filing a lawsuit against both of these firms. Gary Gensler, Securities and Exchange Commission chairman, stated that the charges are built on previous actions of crypto firms. The SEC intends to enforce its stance that lending platforms must abide by security laws. And so the reason the EARN program is classified as a security, in their lawsuit, the SEC alleged that Gemini and Genesis sold unregistered assets classified as securities. The Securities and Exchange Commission stated that the earning program includes an investment contract and a note in the document. According to the SEC, these two items make the EARN program a security. And if you're not aware of what an investment contract is or a note when it comes to securities, investment contracts are legal agreements between an investor and a company that protects the investor's financial investments in the company. These contracts also provide guidance as to how the company shall provide the investor with a return on their investment. And a note is a debt security obligating repayment of a loan at a predetermined interest rate within a defined time frame. Notes are similar to bonds, but typically have an earlier maturity date than other debt securities, such as bonds. SEC lawsuit against Gemini and Genesis seeks injunctive relief and other civil penalties against the firms. The two crypto giants are locked in a war of words, with this recent lawsuit viewed as a setback. In other breaking news, Bitcoin breaks $21,000 alongside $255 million of 24-hour spot purchases. According to CoinGecko data, Bitcoin was valued at $21,083 at about 1 o'clock UTC, January 14th. Its market cap was over $403 billion. That change represents 12% in 24 hours. Data also shows that about $245 million of shorts have been liquidated over the past 24 hours, while $255 million of Bitcoin was bought on the spot markets today. There are no major events that could have had an obvious positive effect on investor activity. Rather, changing investor sentiment may be due to a lack of bad news, and due to the fact that major crises like FTX's collapse are fading into the past. To be noted, there are no major events that could have had a positive effect. That means anything could bring the market down, and this is likely just a technical rally. Furthermore, Bitcoin's gains today represent ongoing growth over the past several days. This week, a positive anticipation and sentiment towards the CPI announcement appeared to contribute to Bitcoin's price growth. The round number of $20,000 also represents a psychological barrier, and as such, investors may be optimistic now that Bitcoin has crossed it. Both Bitcoin and the entire crypto market outperformed the stock market today. Dow Jones up only 0.3%, while the S&P 500 was up 0.4%. However, some altcoins have seen modest growth compared to Bitcoin. Ethereum was up 9.8%, while XRP, BNB, and Polygon each gained close to 6%. It remains to be seen whether the crypto market will continue to trend upward. With that said, stay level-headed. When things start to rally like this, it can be easy to forget what the plan actually is and what the trajectory actually is and where we actually are in the cycle. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.